Welcome into the Lantern Sports Preview Show. I'm your host, Reid Murray, and joining me is Matt Levine to talk about Ohio State's upcoming matchup in the NCAA men's ice hockey tournament. Buckeyes coming into this one as the number 3 seed in the Bridgeport Regional, and they'll be taking on the Harvard Crimson. Now, Matt, what do you think it's going to take for Ohio State to advance in this tournament?
Reid, there's two keys to this game: special teams hockey and strong goalie play out of Jakob Dobish. You go back to head coach Steve Rawlich's press conferences from October. He was emphasizing power plays and being able to keep the puck out of the net and convert on those power plays. Fast forward to March, Ohio State has the best penalty kill in the country compared to Harvard, who is ranked 26th in this area. If Ohio State wants to win this game, they have to convert on the power play, and they have to play a safe, clean special teams game.
And Matt, 3 Harvard players that Ohio State's going to have to keep at bay, especially if they're killing penalties, like you mentioned: Sean Farrell, Alex Lafreniere, and Matthew Coronado. All 3 of these players have recorded more points than they have games played, which is really an impressive stat to have 3 players in your team with that distinction. Ohio State only has 1, and that's freshman Stephen Halliday.
And Stephen Halliday, he's been tremendous as a freshman. The Ottawa Senators own his rights. Halliday and company, they're going to have to challenge Mitchell Gibson early. Mitchell Gibson, the Harvard goalie, he's top 10 in goalie percentage, win stats, and goals against average. And so Mitchell Gibson, he's been one of the top goaltenders in the country. They're going to have to convert and knock him off his spot early, because a hot goalie, there's nothing like a hot goalie in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Hot goalies tend to do well in postseason hockey. And another postseason trend to note that we see in other NCAA tournaments is that teams that play well on the road tend to play well in these neutral site tournament games. Ohio State, unfortunately for them, they haven't played well on the road lately. Their last road win was on January 21st against the last in the Big Ten Wisconsin Badgers. Since then, they've dropped all 5 of their last 5 road games, with 4 of those losses coming in regulation. Harvard, on the other hand, 3-1-1 in their last 5 games that were played at away or neutral sites.
Reid, you talk about the home versus away splits, the Mitchell Gibson factor, the hot goalie in the playoffs. I just don't see how Ohio State can overcome any of this. I have Harvard winning 3-1.
You know, I see there's lots of challenges for Ohio State. I see what you're saying. I do want to note, though, that Ohio State did come out firing in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. The first game of that tournament, they defeated Penn State 5-1. This is a Penn State team that's also in the NCAA tournament. I kind of like Ohio State to come out of the gates firing once again. I'm going to go with the Buckeyes taking a 3-2 win in this one, but I do think it's going to be a really hotly contested matchup.
Who do you have as your game-winning goal scorer?
Got to go Cam Thiesing on the Buckeyes side. I've liked what I've seen a lot from him lately. He was a big performer in Ohio State's big win in the face-off on the lake against Michigan. So I'm going to go with Thiesing. But whoever it is who wins this game, they'll be taking on the winner of Merrimack and national number 2 seed Quinnipiac on Sunday at 4 p.m. in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's going to do it for our coverage of Ohio State versus Harvard in the NCAA men's hockey tournament. For Matt Levine, I'm Reid Murray signing off.